Hey, what's up? This is your boy Sylvester CutZooWorld, Ogletree Coldest German comedy official tour drummer for the 85 South Show. Today, real quick video, we're gonna talk about expression pedals. Shout out to Javon Rashawn. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. But he asked me to explain expression pedals when it comes to SX Pros, Roland SPD-SX Pros. So obviously you plug it in the back. It's the same input jack as the hi-hat controller, and you can only use one or the other. You can't use both at the same time. There's three ways to use this pedal. One is to double this master effect knob, right? So that instead of having to turn the knob, you use the pedal. The second way is to control volume for independent pads or multiple pads at the same time or whatever. And then the third is to send MIDI control messages to like a DAW or an external device like a hardware keyboard or something like that. All right. First, you go right here. It's under Kit Edit 2, right? Pad, edit, knob, expression pedal. And then the setting can either be for kit or system, but I think it needs to be on kit to do what we're trying to do. Your pedal mode, you got hi-hat control or you got expression control. You can't do both at the same time. So obviously expression control. All right, now right here is expression, which is basically the volume for specific pads. You basically turn the pad on and the pedal can control it. So you can do one or you can do multiple at the same time, right? Master effect control is this knob right here. And then the third way is all these MIDI control messages that you can send to an external device or your DAW. And you just depends on what you needed to do. There's a million different things you need to do. We're not going to go deep into that, but they're pretty standard and consistent from what I can tell across different devices. Some variation, but mostly the same. So expression is volume, master effect control. Now, for the easy one, master expression. So global, or you can assign specific channels. Let's say you got another device and you just want to isolate that device. If this is on channel 6, you put that on channel 6. If you put this on channel 2, that's on channel 2, just so they can talk to each other and nobody else. Global means it just sends it to everywhere. All right. Pad control, right? You see it's one for each pad. Do you want this pad to be controlled or triggered or foot switch to be controlled by this expression pedal? So I think the way I had it set up earlier, I had 9, 8, and 5. So 5 will turn on. It's already on. 8 will turn on, and 9 and 8 and 5. All right, super cool. So that's pretty much the settings on that. Whatever pad or trigger or foot switch you want to control, you turn that on, right? Then back up out of there. Let me make sure my mixer's plugged up so you can hear what I'm doing. All right. So we got a kick. We got a snare. And I think I learned a loop. And a loop. Super cool. So you can see me move the pedal, right? I'm going to bring it all the way down. You can't hear it. But then I can ease it up and control the volume. And it also does it for this one because I got it on too. And of course, the sample. So you can control the volume. All right, super cool. And again, let's say you just want to control the sample. Then you go down here to 8 and 9 because those are the ones I have on. Turn those off, and which is pretty cool because now you go. And if you want to. All right, so you just assign which ones you want to control it with, right? And then the second way is, and it took me a while to figure this out. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Output effects, right? If you go to master effect, this knob right here is this knob, the master effect knob, right? It controls it. Now, if you set, I think you got to go back here though. Do this. You got to change this to master effect control. So, output effects, master effect. So this knob right here again, but now you got to control with the pedal. All right. So that way you don't have to use your hand to control this. And let's say you got it set right here based from the pedal. When you turn the knob, it catches it, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So, right, it catches it. So they both control it. Now, this is the fun part. This box can basically serve as like a simple pedal board for guitar players. So if you got guitar in there and you got a tape echo, right, you turn the master effect on, right? Let's use the sample. I'm turning the volume down so you can hear what I'm saying. This control is tied to a specific parameter. And on this one, it's the echo level. It says knob. So that's what this knob controls. And you got a million different effects in here. Right? So on delay, it controls the feedback. And then it's different stuff for different effects. Time control. Like low boost. The knob is the boost gain. The low boost. You can't really hear it because it don't have a lot of low boost in there. Let's do this one. So knob is filter cutoff. Like if you had a beat going and you want to make it sound like some Drake shit or something. And it's adjusting the filter cutoff. And also, or you can do it here. As far as I know, you cannot change like which one says knob. You can't change that. I think it's predefined, right? But it's still pretty cool. Enhancer does the sensitivity. So the depth. And this one, it's got all kind of stuff in here. You get in here and it can affect it. So if you're a guitar player, that's super dope. But look at this one. The loop mode. I guess it's controlling the length and the loop switch. Which is dope. You know what I'm saying? So those are the two main ways you would use it in the box. Those are the two main ways you could use sustain pedal. You got a lot of different options here. You know, you got speaker simulators. You know what I'm saying? 3 stack, and you can adjust those. So it's almost like a guitar pedal. You know, you got all those options and stuff like that, and that's the master effects. So that's pretty cool. And then obviously you got the control messages that go to other devices and stuff. And I think that was mostly it. There was like another this one right here that I kind of want to just bring up. So this hi hat, you can also use it to control the hi hat just like you would. I don't know if I got a sound right there. Oh, I do. Why can't I hear it? All right, so you got to go here and change it to a hi-hat setting. I got it off. Single, change that to hi-hat. And it's closed, open, close, open. Which is weird because it's backwards. So I don't know how effective you want to do that. But you can do it if you want to. Yeah, I think that was all of them. Pad, trigger, hi-hat control. You can change, this is where the hi-hat kicks in to open, and the control max, it just kind of changes the range. You can do it all the way down, or you can do it right here. It only gives you two options. And that's pretty much the main stuff for the sustain pedal. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not gonna get into MIDI control messages. Maybe later. You know, there's some other people who do a lot of good videos on control messages, and if that's what you want to get into. But again, that's over here, right here. Pedal mode. See, it's in hi-hat. I guess I changed it. Master effect. Yeah. So you would change this to whatever control thing you wanted to control, and boom, just like that. Expression pedal. I got the Roland EV5. It obviously works with the Roland. So there you go. If you got any questions, hit me up. Click, what did it say? Subscribe, comment, and like. Peace.